Welcome back to the Crows Show. A couple of months ago, Matthew Jaensch suffered a season-ending injury, tearing the ACL in his left knee. So, how's he coping away from the action? And is his recovery on track?
Obviously, with a few incidents that's happened along the way, with Phil, and it makes it a little bit harder to be in the rehab room by yourself, a bit quiet, a few emotional times, but nah, I'll come out the other side. I'll be going all right.
Stephen back to Schneider. You want his left, a little jig.
Yeah, Jaensch is down holding his left knee, guys. He's hitting the ground in pain, so looks to be an injury to his left knee there for Jaensch.
First couple of weeks was pretty slow. Went up to mum and dad's for the first week. Just mum could wait on me hand and foot, so that was good. She was awesome. Then just pretty much back into training after the 3-week mark. So now it's about 10.5 weeks. It's all about just leg strength at the moment, so I'm doing heaps of leg weights, on a complex machine that shocks my muscles and gets them working and firing again. So heaps of that, and then just some conditioning as well to just generally condition my body with swimming and upper body circuits, bike riding. I actually did the hardest thing I've ever done in my life the other day, backwards bike. They take the seat off and you just sit back as far as you can and just pedal backwards as hard as you can with full tension on, and within 5 seconds your legs pretty much can't go anymore, and that goes for about half an hour with other little exercises in between it. Spend the next half an hour standing over a bin, vomiting, and pretty much the rest of the day in bed. So I don't really look forward to coming to the club to train because I just want to be out there kicking the footy with the boys, but I know I have to do it because I want to be a better player on the other side. So I do it, and it's going to be better times are going to be around the corner soon, and this is the hard stage. I'm just going to grind it out.
Each week, Victory Verandas takes us under the coach's roof for a new slant on the modern game. One of the biggest innovations has been the GPS tracker that's fitted to the back of each player's Guernsey. But what use is made of the data, and how does that shape the training program?
GPS data are really important for the modern game. Every team, pretty much every sport these days uses GPS, and AFL being so dominant in running, every player these days has a GPS, so you can't really hide from us. You've got these little GPS units here. These sit in the back of the players, so on game day you'll see that lump in their Guernsey, or at training you might see them with the nice man bra on. They're sending, like a GPS works in a car or your phone, they're sending positioning coordinates up to a satellite up in space, and then back to our computer. We can look at that during training, so we've got the computer running during training or during games to track it in real time. We can also then download it post-game and really cut it up however we want, whether it be quarter by quarter, play by play. There's a million different things that we can do with it once we've downloaded it. GPS data has come a long way. Started off, with only a few players having it. Nowadays, almost every player at every team, I know every one of our players has a unit. Where every session, whether it be in rehab, whether it be a small little run they do on a Monday morning to get going, or the game on the weekend. Previously, it was just point A to point B. We can now measure, how many times they've changed direction, how fast they've changed direction, how many times they accelerate or decelerate. The possibilities are almost endless with what they can measure. Every player is different. There's no point measuring a Patrick Dangerfield versus a Sam Jacobs. They play different roles in the game. They've got different makeups physically. So we try to base all of their training on how they play in a game, or not even how they play, but what we think they need to do to improve their game and to get the most out of them physically for their position.
Brodie Martin has the rare distinction of scoring a goal with his first kick in the AFL. To find out more about the boy from Meningie, Alana Smith caught up with him in 60 Seconds of Comfort, brought to you by Plush Sofas.
Well, he's a Crows player now, but not always a supporter, Brodie Martin. Tell us about your time in bed with the enemy.
So growing up, fan of the Crows, and then Port came around and I thought I'd be different to everyone else, and just bag for the power to annoy everyone. So at one stage there, I had the Port Power pillowcase and Crows quilt cover. So
bit of a confused youngster, I think. Now, speaking of home life, you live with Keenan Ramsey. What's that like?
Yeah, it's not too bad. He's pretty loud and enjoys his FIFA, and Doesn't let me nap too much, but yeah, yet to see him put the bins out, but other than that, he's pretty good.
And you're a country boy at heart. You get back there as much as you can. I understand you had a funny experience recently.
Yeah, so went back to Meningie to watch some mates play footy, and during the juniors game, the B grade team manager came out to me, and I thought he was going to ask me to donate the beers for after the game, but threw me the white coat and made me do the goal umpiring, which was a different experience.
How'd you go at it?
Yeah, not too bad. It was a bit tougher than it looks, but yeah, definitely not going to take it up after footy.
No, maybe some empathy there for when you're playing. Brodie, great having you on the Plus Show, but thanks for your time.
Thanks, it's been good.
Stay with us, there's more to come on The Crows Show.